This is you in all your glory, Eric, okay? Left-hand one was your before, and we talked about your shoulders being open. Now, we went through a lot of things, obviously, in terms of why your path was going this way and why you sometimes swung out to 11 o'clock, and that created the shanks and all that kind of stuff, and why generally most of your shots were going this way when they were good strikes. They would often go straight, but be a miss-hit, often the ground first behind the ball, because the way you try to change your path. And if you weren't careful, you change it too much, you got one of the unmentionables, okay? So what we're trying to do now is get a position at setup where that right shoulder or right side is coming forwards more. At setup, I would want to see your right arm. You can just about see the glove there, which means your right arm is kind of visible. This is kind of the edge here of your left arm, okay? So your right arm now is visible. You don't see your right arm here until when the club goes back, about there. Right. So the club's moving back maybe a foot or so, and then you actually get quite a bit of turn there, so we see it earlier than we would expect you there. If your arm went back kind of normally, we wouldn't sit for a while. Yeah. So we can see now your shoulders are certainly more squared off the target. So
on a plane.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. So you were set up for everything now as a result of when you came back to the golf ball. Your shoulders now impact would be aiming to the right. If you changed that and held the face open or did something different, you might get a good shot. But you're relying on a little bit of ability that you didn't need to have to use every single time to get the ball going straight. And when that didn't quite work, because the lie was a bit different, the wind, all these are variables on the golf course we get, the shot was very, very hit and miss, okay? So that one there, striking the screen there, and then see the knees dipping after there. There's the knee get there, see that? After the shot, again, not twisting through because you're trying to swing out here and your body's not really working this way. And a pull there off to the right. See the yellow line on the ball there, that ball now hitting right at the screen, and off it goes to the right hand side. Whereas this one, okay, good setup again, the shoulders squarer, top of the backswing now, your club comes back down, your path hitting the golf ball now, there's nothing over the top from there, is there?
No.
Ball starts just left of the intended line, so the explosion on the top of the screen there where that ball has hit there. So you see where the ball hits the screen at the top there, just left of that white line. Nice little twist through, okay, and the ball then failing straight towards the target there. And you found it very hard from that setup to pull it. You could pull it to really get your hands ripping over or doing something, but this was a more natural pull setup. The way you tried to fix it was adding 4 or 5 different variables to hope it might go straight. When in reality, if we just change your shoulders, move your chest and your shoulders to the, in some ways, to the left of target and forward to the ball, I suppose would be the thing to think about. And the way you want to try and feel it now at setup, if there was a laser beam coming from the centre of your chest straight in parallel, it would be pointing down what feels to you left of the ball. Where you had it before,
2 inches behind the ball then.
Yeah, where you had it was kind of in front of the ball because you were turned this way. Now if you move the ball back in the stance, which we said was a bit far forward slightly, you can have your shoulders open. By moving your chest around the sort of hip and shoulder going forward and upwards, getting a more closed off setup with the right side. Now the ball did move back anyway, got your chest to target, now you just make your normal swing out, nothing's changing. Don't try to swing away from your body or swing around here or adjust things, let your swing work from a better setup. And that's the thing for me. I see so many good golfers set up incorrectly, setting up for a specific shot that you were getting on a regular basis, good shot straight right, striking the ball well, pulling it 15-20 yards right, and then you try to fight that setup. Imagine as a cricketer, I don't know if you're a batter or a bowler, imagine you were bowling and stuff and you had a mark on the thing when you start your run it from. Say someone's okay, right, 5 out of 6 balls or so, you've got to start 4 yards back or 3 yards nearer. You would probably bowl okay, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as what you could do, would you? Or if you're batting, somebody says, can I have middle leg, please? And the umpire gives you like a foot outside leg stump. You're like, okay, great, thanks. I'll leave it. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Cheers. Okay, so setting up for something is so important when you're hitting a cricket ball, hitting a golf ball, whatever we're going to do. Okay? Make sense?
Magic,
Excellent, my pleasure, mate.